We talked about many things during this conference, but one of the things we haven't touched upon yet, at least not in a very deep way, is identity. Even though identity is crucial to Web3, it's crucial to crypto technologies and to everything that we have been talking about, even to artificial intelligence, because identity is something that that is a cornerstone to the crypto world, because crypto originally was intended to be completely P2P, completely anonymous, all of that, and throughout the development we've seen many interesting changes that may or may have not just asked a lot of questions about identity. There are several companies in Georgia, but one of them, one of the leading companies in Georgia working about identity, digital identity, and verification technology in general is Identomat. And I'd like to welcome Zurab Kotaria, who is co-founder and COO, to the stage. Zurab, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. I'll try to be short, because nobody loves to speak about compliance, mostly in Web3, but I'll try to show you full picture how the compliance can be a bridge to institutional resources and the institutional world and Web3. In this term, we provide identity verification to more than 150 customers in more than 20 countries, and we do several million verifications annually. We were recognized as a top leading vendor for KYC by Liminal for 2025. Actually, it was our big achievement for this year. And when we talk about when we talk about the compliance, on the one hand, it's nobody loves it, and it's an extra headache and extra problems for WASPs. But on the other hand, if you want to verify and onboard 1,000 customers, it's going to take you 120 hours. And this time could be dedicated to the business development and product improvement and so on. It also brings some internal frauds, which is a significant number, as you see, and also in compliance and regulatory compliance. So at this stage, let's play like two truths, when two truths could be true at the same time. Crypto is mainstream, and it's a fact right now, but on the other hand, main WASP still have some problems with regulation alignment, and it's true as well. Compliance feels like it's friction, but it's also bridge to the institutional resources and institutional funds. Also, regulation is fragmented by countries, and there is no unified structure, and any WASP provider can adjust their flow and be in line with compliance based on several tools. And that tools are, like later on I'll show you the checklists and basic pillars for the compliance. But overall, the frameworks, there are several frameworks, and the main one are like a FATF, which is more global, MiCA for EU, and recently adopted Genius Act for US. And here are the main pillars for the compliance. It includes the identity, it includes the monitoring evidences, and risk assessment, and fraud prevention. And with these main tools and main pillars, actually you can orchestrate flow for any industry. It can be just payments, wallets, or exchanges. And let's, as soon as we are in Georgia, and our main market and dedicated market at this level is Georgia, so let's speak about the Georgian environment. Actually, Georgia is the leading in crypto adoption index, and it means that Georgia, it's now, and it's here, it's very important. And for this adoption also, it's a huge role plays the National Bank Regulation Framework for WASPs, and it brings like some certain rules for the WASP operators. And when we talk about the customer onboarding and alignment with regulation. So there is two main end user journey. One is a customer onboarding, account opening, and second journey, it's monitoring and continuous risk assessment and fraud prevention. And these diagrams and these flows are based on the Georgian regulation and the National Bank regulation. And this was more frameworks, standards, and so on. But let's talk about the real world and real tools and tool sets with which you can, any company actually, starting from the startups, ending with big organizations, can be in line with local regulation, and actually not only local but also adopting these tools you can adjust for any country and any regulation. And basic flow and processes, it's a standard. I'm pretty sure all of you are very familiar with it. It's identity verification, liveness check, document validation, background checks, and so on. Legal entity verification and KYB, so-called, and the legal entity risk assignment, the UBOs verification, and so on and so on. Also screenings across data sources and doing some due diligence and so on. And for the WASPs, most important, it's KYT, so transaction monitoring and analytics for the wallets and so on. And why actually I'm here and saying a couple of words about the Identomat. So for the last 5 years, we provide services, and we were creating services for Georgian organizations, including, and we provide services to 14 banks in Georgia, like 3 government organizations, top 3 telecom service providers, insurance, WASP, fintechs, iGaming platforms, and so on. And initially it started with some basic features, but we are growing as well together with our partners. And very soon, just in November, we'll finalize this compliance toolset with KYT, so transaction monitoring. So from November, we'll be able to, under one account, provide full compliance toolsets for any WASP service organizations and any organizations who is regulated under National Bank of Georgia. So this is a short story what I wanted to tell you, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I'm sure and I believe that these given tool sets will ensure the seamless onboarding and seamless experience to providing services in the Web3. Thank you very much.